buddy.
Joey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, that we aren't just rolling out of bed into this one.
No, we're not.
We've been out and about, oot and about. Played a little disc golf. Came back here. Pretty good little round of disc golf.
My favorite so far.
It was definitely the closest. We ended up tying.
I assume we didn't play last week because of rain? Question
Yeah.
mark. Sogginess.
Yeah.
But so it wasn't raining this time, but it was quite windy.
It was the windiest I think we've played in since the hurricane round that
Nice.
we played in.
Yeah.
Way back in the day. But I guess that's what it takes. I need adverse conditions to slow you down to let me have a shot. But also, this is the first time I played with contacts, and I think
there you go.
that definitely helped a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Some amazing putts were had.
I mean, I had like the putt of the day, and then you had to go invest it.
I'm not a short game guy. I definitely rely on like driving her down there.
Yeah.
But on the second to last hole, which is a hole that gives you fits, but you were like just parring, you were like well on your way to like having your best go at it.
Yeah.
From a distance away.
Like,
I was like, let me just get close to it.
you were at least 75 feet away from it. Like it wasn't even a putt. It was like a approach shot that went in.
With that putter that I use, it's very reliable and very stable as a putter should be. But I almost never backhand unless I'm like right on top of the basket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always just like I drive, like I'm forehanding it,
Yeah.
and it goes in a nice straight line for an amount of time depending on how much force I put into it,
Yeah.
and then it'll fall left or right, but it won't go that far from the line that it's on. And I've just gotten into the habit of like, let me just act like I'm tossing it to a friend. And that was the first time that it like went in, and from much further than I would have ever expected.
Yeah.
That was very satisfying. Got some applause from randos.
From the gallery.
Yeah, at the playground.
Yeah, definitely. Good times.
I think it's most people I've seen out there too.
For sure. I mean, it was like a group of 4 and then one other guy.
Yeah.
That's still...
Gotta get there before we did enough.
Yeah.
When I told Ash that you were picking me up at 8, she was like, 8? And I was like, yeah, that's a little earlier than usual, but...
I mean, I honestly don't remember, like... Because usually we would do, like, disc golf one day and then record this on another.
Mm-hmm.
So, still haven't fully locked in my head, like, when we do things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a typical, if we're just potting, it's like 9:30.
Yeah.
And I think if we're just disc golfing, it's usually 8:30.
Yeah, I think it's right, yeah.
But I figured since we're trying to knock out both and get you home by 11.
Yep. More straight for me, yeah.
Although, it took me a little, like, I got there at like 8:15. I was running a little behind. But, such is life.
Yeah. I had my alarm set to go off at like 7:30, 7:40. Like, just like, basically roll out of bed and get in the car with you. But I woke up at like 7 just naturally.
Mm.
And I was like, I guess I'm up.
I remember when 7:30 rolled around and I started to realize that I was running a little behind.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I bet Nate's alarm is just going off right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd been awake since, I don't know, like 5:30 probably.
Wow.
That's just kind of when I woke up naturally. But then I was like, I wanted to go back to sleep so bad, and I was just kind of like laying in bed for a good, probably 45 minutes before I drug myself out. I gotta get better. Just when I wake up, just forcing myself out of bed quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always, like, every day it's a process. Like, it's pretty normal for me to be in bed after, like, I first wake up for another 45 minutes to an hour before I finally get out of the bed.
Yeah.
I'm not even doing anything on my phone or anything. I'm just, like, laying there. Trying to ride that, like, wave of, like, just on the verge of falling back asleep, but like where I can get some dreams out of it.
Nice.
Works sometimes it doesn't.
I think I can do that on Saturdays, but I don't know if it's different for me because when I wake up, like I get out of bed immediately so that I don't wake up Ash.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go to the living room, I'll go to the guest bedroom, and sometimes I'll snooze, like I'll sleep another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Gotten into this thing where there's alpha wave, theta wave, some kind of like white noise basically that now YouTube knows, like if I go to it in the morning, it's like, you want that noise? And I'll just lay on the couch or in the upstairs bedroom with it on my chest and just...
That's so funny because I do something very, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't do that kind of white noise, but I'll throw on like thunderstorm sounds.
Yeah.
And I'll do the same thing. I'll lay the phone on my chest, like, and I'll just kind of lay there listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the sound of rain and thunderstorms.
Yeah. I always assume I'm gonna knock out a little bit of video game or get to use the big computer for my little phone stuff like Twitter and Facebook. And no, I usually just catch another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep is cool.
Sleep was cool.
I mean, it's cool, but I the older I get, the more I'm like you. Like, I wish we just didn't have to. It's such a waste of time.
Yeah. But
at the same time, it's fun. Like, I like it a lot. A lot of days, that's what I look forward to the most is going to sleep.
One of the reasons Ash was like 8 o'clock is we watched a movie, Begonia.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I guess the Academy Awards are tonight. We both, you said from Strands, but me from the Mini. And I was like, oh, that's tonight. The little New York Times games that we play. And Begonia, I guess, is one of the movies talked about. Along with Sinners. And 2 others. Oh, Hamnet. Have you heard of that one?
Maybe. I mean, I might have heard the word, but
I don't know anything about it.
same. Like, I've is it about a piece of ham caught in a net or what?
It's somehow related to just. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I think it is related to Hamlet and Shakespeare, but I don't know if it's like the inspiration for it somehow. How could it be? Who knows? Mm-hmm. Anyways, we were watching Begonia, which is a great movie. Topical, like, of our time.
Mm-hmm. But
the music was just phenomenal, and the it's a Greek director.
Mm-hmm.
And who gosh, Stavros, the comedian, he's in it. But there's only like 5 or 6 people in the whole movie, so he doesn't have like a big part, but he's like one of very few people in the movie.
Right.
Which was pretty cool. But that was funny. And I don't know if this is when we get to these parts in the movies, they'd be like, "This European son of a bitch." It's like, that's so weird. But then a lot of it was like very real and very grounded, and again, like our time and shit that's going on. So I definitely highly recommend it. But that was a good time, and like halfway through we started drinking, and I thought I overserved myself. Or I got like indulgent, and I was like, I'm gonna have one more. And it's always like, you don't need one more. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I did it anyways. And I just started crashing. I was like, I gotta go to sleep. And I don't usually stay up past midnight anyways. And it was past midnight. And then there's these like pills that I've talked about before where you can take them and you don't have as bad a hangover the next day. And I was already in bed, and Ash was like, hey, you want to take those pills? And I was like, I do, but I'm not going to. I just fell asleep. It's like, this will be a good like A/B experiment. I'll just see what happens to me in the morning. It's fine. I think. It's mostly fine. I woke up like 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night not feeling fine.
Right.
Just drank a bunch of water. And that probably helped.
I did the same thing. Jared and I watched F1 the movie last night with Brad Pitt. That was a very good movie. Definitely, all the hype around it was real.
Nice.
good.
Especially if you like F1.
Yeah. And also, I don't know if these are just dumb internet rumors and stuff, but so you know the movie Days of Thunder?
Yeah.
So I guess they're kind of thinking about doing a sequel to that now. Like they have like riders or like going to NASCAR races and meeting with teams and stuff to like do research for riding. And which that alone, just them doing another one of those has me really excited because I love that first movie a lot. Like I watch it at least once a year.
Days of Thunder?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
But then I saw one, and this is probably more of a rumor than anything else, but a potential for doing a Days of Thunder F1 the movie crossover where like Brad Pitt's character from the F1 movies and Tom Cruise's character from the Days of Thunder, they're like in the same universe and they come together and somehow it's Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt doing some kind of racing crossover. Which, because if you remember the movie Days of Thunder at all, Tom Cruise's character, before like he came to the NASCAR side of things, he clearly said he was out west doing open wheeled racing, which is like that could be F1. So maybe there's in his past life he was driving an F1 and him and the Brad Pitt character knew each other from the past.
Okay.
So that there's legs for it to stand on.
Nice.
That would be real cool for me.
Sweet.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Is F1 in the Oscars discussion tonight?
It has to be for something. Like, there's a lot of categories.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's see. We'll ask ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT the other day if it had a human name, what would it have? And it named itself Alex.
Alex.
Mm-hmm. Is F1 the movie nominated for any, not Andy, any Oscars? Thinking, yes. The racing movie F1 the movie is nominated for 4 Oscars. Its nominations are for Best Picture, Best Film Editing, Best Sound, and Best Visual Effects. I don't think it has a chance in hell at Best Picture, but
No, probably not.
I could see sound or visual effects getting one of those.
Mm-hmm. I assume Sinners runs away with most of the awards.
I thought Sinners was in the last Oscars. Feels like that thing's been out forever now.
Ask it.
Is Sinners nominated for Oscars this year, or did they get? Because I thought they already won them.
There have been other awards.
Thinking. Sinners is nominated for the Oscars this year. It didn't get him last year. The film came out in 2025. Did it really? I thought it came out in 24. What?
Last summer?
Was it last summer? It actually leads the entire field with 16 nominations.
Oh my goodness, that's so many.
Some of its major nominations: Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, plus many technical categories like cinematography, score, editing, etc. Give me a list of all the nominations. A list of all their nominations. 16 so many.
It is so many.
Just let Formula One have one. Let them have the sound. The engine sounds were really cool.
Technically accurate.
I mean, Sinners definitely can have the score.
I want Begonia to get score.
So he's best original screenplay. Don't know if I said that one. Best original score, best original song. Then best film editing, best production design, best costume design, best makeup and hairstyling, best sound, best visual effects, best casting. A new category added this year.
Casting?
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, people been casting movies the whole time.
Never getting recognized for it. Which I guess that is a pretty big part to movie making, is getting the right cast. Like, if you get a good cast together, then that can make a movie.
My first thought is so often, based on my knowledge of how did this get made, so often the first and even second casting choice falls through.
Yeah.
So it's like, did you really get what you wanted, or did you really get what you tried to do?
Yeah. We definitely won't be watching the Oscars tonight, but I might look it up tomorrow and see who won what.
Yeah, I doubt that we'll watch it. But we probably will be watching World Baseball Classic.
Yeah. U.S. playing DR?
Yeah.
Tonight?
After DR beat Korea.
Yeah. And
after the U.S. just scooted past Canada. Kept Canada.
I assume Japan ended up winning yesterday.
Chat.
No. Venezuela beat Japan. And Italy beat Puerto Rico.
Unbelievable.
So, who all's still in it? Italy's still
Those
in,
four.
Venezuela, us,
DR,
and
US, yeah.
DR, yeah.
Italy plays Venezuela and we play DR.
Yeah, Italy and Venezuela's tomorrow. And the final's on Tuesday. That's exciting. That Italian team's pretty fun. It's just all Italian Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Bunch of paisans.
I was watching McAfee and they had one of the guys from the team on, and the Italian team, and he qualified to be on the Italian team because I think he said his great grandfather was born in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that seems a little loose.
Pretty far removed.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it was his grandfather, but I thought he was his grandfather's dad came over
Mm-hmm.
and then did stuff. But I guess they also said that the way it works is you had to be able to qualify for Italian citizenship. Which, if that's all it takes, you have to have one great grandparent that you can prove was born in Italy. You can get citizenship. I don't think any of the countries that my great grandparents were from has those kind of. I don't think I could get citizenship anywhere.
You already looked up Ireland?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, your parent has to be from there.
Damn.
For you to be able to get it.
That's a good one to get.
I guess. Well, I don't even know how it would work because with one of my because I know my grandmother on my mom's side, her parents came from what was Czechoslovakia,
Mm-hmm.
but that country's changed names a few times since then. So I don't know if they do anything that ties back that far. Chechnya.
Mm-hmm.
If I get Chechen, that's
different thing.
Yeah, that's
Chechnya.
Well, I was like, well, what do they call those people now?
Czechs?
Still?
Yeah.
Okay. It feels like a slur.
Czechs and Slovaks, they both sound like slurs.
But then I guess I really
You know what else sounds like a slur? It's a fun,
This is a fun game.
Croats.
Yeah, that's definitely... That's not right. Although I guess I've always read that. I've never heard it said, so I've always just thought it was Croats.
Interesting. I'm pretty sure it's Croats.
I mean, I have no idea. I mean, maybe we can see what the internet says. Is it just Croats?
Mm-hmm.
Pronounce. Wait. So it's like coats?
C-R, yeah.
Oh, crow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Croats. Croats? I don't know. Say it. Let me listen. Yeah, Croats. Interesting. Yeah, I always just read it as Croats, which feels even worse than Croats. But honestly, I don't think, other than my grandmother on my mom's side, I don't know officially when people came over. In my DNA test that I did, apparently, like, so my DNA is traceable to a specific spot in Ireland, but I just don't know when that happened. I mean, I guess I know the time frame that it happened, but I don't know who. I couldn't trace the genealogy to, like, be able to get citizenship anywhere. It's a bummer. I don't even remember my grandmother's maiden name, so I couldn't even, like, look into my Czech background.
You're an American native now.
Yeah. Just gonna have to buy my citizenship elsewhere. You can buy your citizenship in some of the Caribbean nations for fairly cheap, like $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll give you get a passport, you get citizenship.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, not really any countries I'd want to be a citizen of down there. Although maybe that'll change next week whenever I go there, because I'm a week from right now I will be in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Hopefully, as long as TSA doesn't screw us.
Yeah, my mom was asking about that actually. 'Cause I guess our airport keeps ending up on the news.
Mm-hmm.
What you gonna do?
Get there really early, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's not it doesn't happen every single day, it seems. Like, it does seem like there's some days worse than others, and Jeremy found some list of, I guess, up in the next few weeks, like, what are the busiest travel days for our airport, like, the most flights booked.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess for them, it's like more than 30,000 people traveling through, departing in a day is like a high volume day, which does seem like a lot of people.
Yeah.
But we're leaving next Saturday, and next Saturday is not on that list. Although Sunday and Monday, the following 2 days, are on the list.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I guess just have to monitor the situation. Hopefully something happens within the next week that smooths things out. I know I went to Kansas City this week.
Yeah. Yeah, how was that? That's what she was asking about, actually. And I was like, he's in Kansas City.
Yeah, I had zero issues. Like, I mean, I had pre-check, but I waited maybe 5 minutes in the pre-check line getting through, and then coming back. I mean, this was the Kansas City airport. Literally, no one was in front of me. I walked right up to the guy sitting at the thing and just went straight through. So absolutely no delays there.
In all my traveling that I used to do, I was always surprised that, like, I thought that all airports were like Austin, where it's like big lines and all that. And most aren't.
Yeah.
Even like Washington, D.C.
Yeah. Hobby got it pretty bad the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I don't know who flies out of Hobby, but apparently they had a massive line. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of seems hit or miss depending on the day. So, we'll see what happens. I assume whenever it gets really bad like it did, like they don't have the pre-check line open because I can't imagine that you could just skirt around all that.
Hi.
I did just get my pre-check renewed though. I was able to just renew it online.
Mm-hmm.
They had to run a security threat assessment on me.
An ocular pat down.
I mean, no, I guess they have to. I guess just had to have looked to see if I did anything crazy in the last 5 years, like got arrested or anything.
You got to update it when you move, if you move. Presumably.
Presumably, yeah. Well, I don't know. Because I don't think it said anything when I was doing it about my address. I mean, I guess technically my ID has to be updated. Like, that has to be accurate. But, yeah, I don't know. Because I think, did I? Yeah, I got it while we were living up here. So, I was thinking I might have gotten it while we were still living down south. But it lasts for 5 years. And it just, like, it technically, I renewed it way early. Like, you can renew up to like 6 months early, and I did it like 6 months. Like as soon as it opened, I renewed, just so I didn't forget about it. And I didn't know how long it would take or what I had to have. But it was actually really, really easy. So now I'm good for another 5 years. Well, 5.5 really, because my next one won't really. Still get the rest of this one before the next one starts.
Word.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting to Puerto Rico, though.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we can. I mean, luckily we have our flight is at like 10:30 in the morning, so it's not like super early. So if we do have to go multiple hours early, we won't have to get there at like 2 a.m. Because like those videos that were circulating, like it was still
like 4,
like dark morning time outside. So, I don't know. I guess there has to be some way to track wait times or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, next Saturday, get up, check it at, like, 5 a.m. And if it's, like...
Red.
Yeah, like 4 hours plus, then it's like, okay, let's go to the airport now.
Mm-hmm.
If not, wait. But, yeah, This is coming up. This is the biggest trip of my life that I'll have gone on. I mean, technically, it'll be the third time I leave the country proper, but the first 2 times you barely count it because it was just to Nassau and the Bahamas, which technically is out of the country, but that's like barely. But on this one, I mean, I guess. I don't know how I'm going to count this in my mind, like, because the very first stop is in the British Virgin Islands, so, like, am I going to count that as the, like, how do you count that? If it's
I would count it the same as the Bahamas.
Is the Bahamas British?
I think it's a British protectorate, yeah.
I thought they got their independence.
Google.
I'm pretty sure they got their independence. Is the Bahamas independent? Although I know yes, the Bahamas is independent, but I know they have their money printed in Canada. They don't have a mint. I learned that from the van driver that I was in when I did a thing.
Nice. So they get their own team at the Olympics.
Yeah, they got their independence in 1973. So yeah, but I mean, Tortola, which is I think British Virgin Islands.
Well, it says the British monarch is recognized as the sovereign, represented in the country by a governor general.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, how does that work? They still do that in Canada? Or like the British king is the...
Maybe, or at least they did something like that. But I mean, they still have a prime minister though. I don't know.
Yes, King Charles III is the King of Canada and acts as its official head of state, serving as the personal embodiment of the Canadian crown.
And then
There's
yes.
a Governor General.
I guess I don't know what any of these are. What's Antigua and Barbuda? Is that a... Okay, St. John's is the capital and key port of Caribbean island nation of Antigua and Barbuda.
I'm jealous, Kelly. You're gonna have a great time.
I hope so. I mean, all these places just seem to be some about the most beautiful places in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, golly.
Yep. Well, you guys let us know if it's legit, and we'll go like next year without you.
Natch. It's funny. My brother, he's really curious as to what I'm gonna say about this because he's been on this real Disney cruise kick, and there's one cruise that goes to San Juan and to Tortola, which are places that I'll be going. And he's like, "Tell me how it is. If it's really cool, I might go on that cruise." And regardless of how I feel about it, I better tell him it's amazing and he needs to go. And I've already told him that that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna go again. First stop's Tortola, then to St. John's and Antigua and Barbuda, then Bridgetown, Barbados, Castries, St. Lucia, Phillipsburg, St. Martin, the French St. Martin, not the Saint Martin, however you want to say it.
Okay.
Spelled silly. Like there's like two E's, like Marteen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's silly. And then St. Thomas and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's... And plus, also, my company just has a wellness day this coming Friday. So this will be like 12 days off in a row for me.
Okay.
Which is a very long time. And honestly, this isn't a great time for me to be taking this trip, but the time when I booked the trip 10 months ago, it was going to be a good time. This wasn't supposed to be super busy time for me, but then things changed at work, and now it's a very busy time for me.
Yeah.
So it's like, ugh.
But everybody's known about this trip for a while.
Yeah, I mean, they've known about it for months. I've had the time approved off for months. And my bosses were very excited for me because she likes it when I travel. I mean, I just have the best bosses in the world, like, super supportive. But yeah, there's, like, I can definitely see end up having to, like, respond to some emails and stuff while I'm out there.
Yeah.
But, whatever. Should be okay. So yeah, real excited for this trip, and then once this trip ends, then I can start really thinking about the potential going to Europe this fall. By Europe, I mean more the UK. It won't be an actual Europe. I don't think you're supposed to count the UK as Europe.
Yeah, they Brexited.
Yeah. We'll figure that out soon. And then I guess other just travel stuff, like, they haven't brought it up yet, but I assume Corey and Jamie are still going to be coming down to get the girls this in May. And presumably going to stop here for at least a night to hang out with us. And then are we going to do another kind of meet them somewhere situation this year? Like Minnesota was last year. Is that an every year kind of thing that we're going to be able to do, or is that like an every other year kind of thing? Or
Yeah. We should figure that out.
I mean, and by we, that's mostly like you and Ash, because Jeremy and I will travel anywhere at any time, really. Like, you just tell us when and we'll go. I've got so many points. I could get flights on like 4 different airlines right now to pretty much anywhere.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, I could definitely go somewhere. I really want to get back to LA. I mean, honestly, I have to get there before no later than like the beginning of April next year. Like, I just have to go because at the Peterson Automotive Museum, because this year is the 25th anniversary of the original Fast and Furious movie, they are having a year-long Fast and Furious exhibit there where they have like a bunch of the original cool cars from all the movies, and I have to go see that.
Yeah.
That just seems so cool. Plus, the Fast and Furious ride at Universal is opening this summer.
There you go.
So that's another thing too. And then also, I know Corey really wants to get out to LA, so I don't know if we'd want to try to do like all of us just meet up out in LA, or if that would just be a separate trip.
Does Jamie have a flying issue?
It's not something that would keep her from flying domestically, because she's done that numerous times, and she does it every year, like to come get the girls, like, and bring the girls back. They fly here. She's gone to Florida multiple times. I know she's been to New York. So she'll do it, but I think, I don't know if it's so much like she's afraid of flying, but there's just a lot of travel anxiety. Like, she just gets that a lot. And I think flying exacerbates that, because it's just stuff's not in your control when you fly. But I don't think she would ever fly internationally, because I think when we first booked this cruise, like, well, no, before we booked this cruise, I think this was actually in like maybe around December of 24, actually, when Jared and I pretty much decided we were going to do a cruise like this, but we just hadn't locked one in yet. I floated the idea of the cruise, and then also talking about potential future Europe trip. I remember chatting started happening around that, and Jamie was just like, no, I will not go to Europe, but Corey can go with y'all. And she was like, I wouldn't trust Corey to go by himself, but if he's with y'all, then she let him go with us. Yeah. And Corey, he would love, like, I know he really wants to go to like the UK area and stuff. I don't know if he'd be able to come on with us this fall, but if Jared and I do decide to go, but it might be something to float out to him.
That's funny, because Ash says similar stuff about hanging out, where she's like, I don't want to, but you can go. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it's a busy time at work, but
I mean, we'll be okay. We'll get through it. Work's gonna be stressful regardless, so I won't stay stressed the whole time for sure. And I think I've lined things up where like nothing really has to happen while I'm gone. Like, I'm just gonna. There might be some emails I have to respond to, or I'm gonna have someone like covering for me, but I might have to help them because I'm the only one really that knows my section of the business. Like, I'm a special person. I do something that no one else is doing right now. But it's not taking away from it's not like, man, I shouldn't be going on this trip kind of feelings. Like, I'm still definitely going. I'm still very excited. Just really hope TSA thing goes well.
Yeah.
Luckily, the flight there, we got a non-stop. Goes straight from here to San Juan, which there's very few of those flights go direct from Austin to San Juan. But we got one on the way out, so if we can get on that one flight, then we should be good. I don't have to get on a plane in San Juan to go anywhere else. I'll get on the cruise, and then coming back, it's San Juan to Orlando, and then Orlando to here. But I don't care what happens. I just, once we get there, like, getting back, we'll get back somehow.
Funny. I'm supposed to go on a trip to San Diego in May. for a conference thing. I hope TSA's not a pain in the butt then too.
I know it never will because it doesn't really work like this, but we just need the TSA situation to affect the private jet. What's the word? It's not terminal. Maybe I don't think it's FOB. It might be an FOB. Like where rich people go to get on their private jets. Like they don't go into the main airport terminals. Like they go to the. I think it might be a FOB. That might be what they call them.
That means forward operating base to me.
Yeah, but let's find out. What is the place called that people go to get on private jets? I know this word. It's just escaping me. FBO, not FOB. Fixed base operator.
Okay.
I had the letters right. They're just out of order. We need the TSA issue to affect FBOs, and then someone will do something about it.
Boom.
But that's the thing. It's rich people. They could probably just pay some TSA people under the table to just keep working for them.
Sure.
Give them a couple $1,000 tip. Come in and do their stuff.
So we're in a government shutdown right now? We're in a government shutdown right now?
I don't know. I mean, I've been intentionally just not paying attention out of the news. I just only hear bits and pieces, but like, again, I haven't looked into it at all, but like, why is TSA like the thing that's being affected? If there's a government shutdown, wouldn't more things be getting really screwed up? Like, why is it specifically the TSA?
Presumably the Social Security checks are still rolling out. Because that would definitely get a lot of people really angry.
Yeah, I feel like I would have heard about that if that was happening.
We're definitely still launching missiles and airstrikes and...
Yeah, we're still doing a war.
all the things the military does.
So, like, why is it just the TSA? Do you have any idea? Like, this is a legit question.
No.
Since you are plugged into, like, news and whatnot.
I was going to say, with you being busy, that I've also been, like, super heads down. I'll probably be heads down between now and football season. When I think, over the last 2 years, I've set a standard of, like, guys, it's football season. This is like a religious thing for me. Leave me alone.
I mean, that's basically just how government work happens anyway. Like, things start to slow down around, like, September, and then there's pretty much just nothing until February, March of the next year.
I did tell Ash, like, this is my sprint season. Yeah. Because we've got this window, and then summer comes up, and then we start to lose people. Because they have, like, families. And go on vacations and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we got another window that's smaller, where school started, but then similar to coming back from the winter breaks, like, school starts and then everybody gets sick.
Mm-hmm.
So you only got, like, I would say, like, an 2-month window on this side, and then, like, a 6-week window after summer, where it's like everybody's healthy, nobody's going on vacation, and all the rest of the weeks, 14 minus 52, are like working with 20 people, like 3-4 of them are just like doing something.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yep. But yeah, work has been going so well that I was asked to draft a proposal to speak at a conference in Spokane in September.
Mm.
It's AFSA, it's like something about public health. And yeah, our data governance efforts really taken off. We're actually at the point now where instead of just working with folks, we're publishing, like creating content.
Mm-hmm.
That is increasingly important as we move towards getting a new case management system and all the prep and planning that goes into that. And yeah, if things go the way that they're planned and designed to go, about May, like right before summer, we'll be flipping a switch on making this a super scalable, enterprise-wide thing, and we'll get exponential growth out of this. My boss wants to bring on more people and give me more people. I don't know if that can only help. And I guess make stuff easier for everybody. But it's going exceedingly well, and I'm very happy about it and proud of the work I've done and the work that my team's done.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Work. I'm ready to retire. I hope I won the lottery last night.
Oh, yeah. Ash definitely got me getting Powerball tickets after I play pickleball on Thursdays. So I'll go to the gas station and get 2 sugar-free Gatorades and 2 Powerball tickets.
I'm back to playing just the regular Texas lottery.
Mm-hmm.
Just because the odds are, even though they're still astronomical, they're way better than in Powerball or Mega Million odds.
Get to the nearest star instead of get to the nearest galaxy?
Yeah. I think chances of winning Texas lottery are 1 in 50 million,
Mm-hmm.
and winning the Powerball is 1 in 300 million.
Yeah.
So, some a little bit more realistic.
Sure. Get to the nearest planet instead of the nearest star. It could technically be done. Not sure how we could do the star thing, but if we just really put our foot in it, we could get to another planet.
Yeah. Speaking of, apparently NASA's greenlit an April 1st launch,
Why would you pick April Fool's Day, y'all?
barring any unseen other issues. Let's go Artemis. I found that they have a pretty cool Lego set of the Artemis rocket.
Cool.
It's less than $100. It's not crazy expensive. I might get that sometime.
Thank you. I started listening to music on my phone speaker like a psycho. I listened to all of Mesmerize Friday night. The System of a Down album.
Mm.
They seem like big Mesmerized times.
I haven't listened to that in a while. I recently listened to some old albums I hadn't heard in a while. Listened to Offspring's Americana recently.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah. I did that recently too.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then the other morning when I was doing my lay in bed situation, I had a song in my head that I don't even remember what it was, but I put it in my phone. Oh no, I know what it was. It was I can never remember the name of the song, but it's the Creed song, the 6 Feet Under song.
Okay.
I was just I want to hear that song. So I put that on my phone and it started playing, and then it just started going to different similar songs from that same time period.
Yeah.
I felt it was I felt I was in 2002 and listening to 94.5 The Buzz.
Nice.
It was just all those songs, and I was like, oh yeah, that's good shit.
What was it? Oh, in that Begonia movie, I think literally the entire thing is scored except for one scene at the very beginning, and it's in a car ride, and the song that's playing is Chapel Roan's "Good Luck, Babe," and I put that on to on the smart TV, YouTube, play that music video, and similarly it was all right, next music video is, and we were doing stuff just around the house, and then I was in the kitchen making dinner after that, and it was just like one banger after another, after another, after another. And I was like, let's go. Good job, Google.
Hell yeah. I just remembered there was a couple things I wanted to bring up about my trip to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Go back to that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mostly just food related.
Cool.
First food thing there, I was told that apparently Kansas City has their own style of pizza, like Kansas City style pizza, and I tried that, which basically it's like, have you ever had the thin and crispy from Pizza Hut?
I'm sure. Yeah.
Like the real thin crust. It was basically just like that, but the base was just a bit thicker. Like around the edge, it was very crispy crust, very flaky crust. It was pretty good. I mean, it's not good enough to like really be like, yeah, we're Kansas City style. It's just some other kind of pizza, but it was pretty cool. And then one night after everything was done at the conference, me and two guys from my company that were at the conference too, we all went out to dinner together, and we're like, one of the guys was like, I want a good steak. So we found this place in Kansas City called the Majestic.
Okay.
And apparently the place used to be like a real old building, like a 4 or 5 story kind of like city block building situation. And you go in and it looks like it's out of a movie, like real old school. There's a guy playing jazz on a piano.
Sweet.
Definitely looks like a place that could be haunted, like one of those kind of places.
Civil War connection and like a tunnel to the river kind of situation.
So I don't know about Civil War. I mean, very well could be, but there is a tunnel situation involved. Because so you walk in, it's main floor, and it's fairly small. Like it's not a big old place. There might have been 10, 15 tables in there max. But then they had a downstairs to it, because like at one point I had to go to the restroom, and I had figured out like you go through this one door to get to the restroom. But at that time, I just thought that was the door to the restrooms. But I opened the door, and then it's a stairway downstairs. So then I walk down this small staircase and get to a lower level, basement level. And that, like, there was no one down there, but it was like a whole other dining room, like tables set. There was a bar. There was a baby grand piano on a stage, and like a small little drum kit on the stage. And apparently down there, it used to be a speakeasy back in the day.
Okay.
And in the bathroom, finally get into the bathroom because the bathroom was downstairs. There's a door in the bathroom that you open up, and it's like just like electrical pipes and then like some drywall. But apparently on the other side of that drywall is a tunnel to across the street, because that's how people would get into the speakeasy, because they would come from the other side of the street, go under the street, and end up in this room drinking. And that definitely, like, I stood in there in that downstairs area for like a minute, probably just by myself, because I was like waiting to see if like a chair would move.
Haunted.
Or
Yeah.
It definitely had like
Sounds
haunted vibes. And I was like, come on, do something. Like, and so whatever, I go back up, and food was incredible. Like it was literally one of the two, like, now I know the 2 best steaks I've ever had. That was one of the 2 best steaks. The other one I had was when we went to Vegas.
Yeah, okay.
But it was like a 30-something dry aged ribeye, 12 ounce. It was really, really good. But then also, so then there's a level above that apparently, because one of the guys I was with, he's like 10 years older than us, and he likes cigars, and he was asking the guy, our waiter, if he knew, like, or no, apparently we had been told that you could get cigars from this restaurant too, and apparently, like, go upstairs, there's another bar, and there's a cigar room, like, not to smoke, but like a humidified, like, walk-in room where they have a bunch of cigars for sale. And then I guess it's a special area that you have to be like invited up to be allowed. But like people, there was one guy sitting at the bar like smoking indoors, and I was like, I didn't know you could still do that.
Yeah.
But we just bought cigars from them, and up there, and then we closed out our tab. And for the 3 of us, we spent like $500. It was wild. And I was like, Like the other guys were just casually like, yeah, we're just gonna expense this, and I was like, I don't want to have that conversation. They felt very comfortable about it, but
Yeah.
one of them paid for the whole thing and was gonna do the expense, so I don't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
But because like the guy that likes the cigars, he's also really into bourbon, and he got 2 glasses of 2 different bourbons that he was trying, and each one was like $50.
Yeah.
It's just like silly. And all of our steaks were super expensive. Like, just my steak was like $68,
Mm-hmm.
and then not counting with the sides, and then I had a few beers too.
Yeah. I think the steaks we got in Vegas were like $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really, really good. But also, when we were upstairs picking out our cigars or whatever, there's the bartender up there, and I was like, "You ever see any ghosts in here?" And she was like, "All the time." And I was like, "Nice." But then our waiter said he had never seen anything, but she was like, immediately was like, "Yeah, I see stuff all the time." I was like, "Cool." That was a really cool situation. And that was like, I hadn't had a cigar in a long time, and I guess I've never had a proper like decent cigar, and
Yeah.
it was pretty enjoyable. Because then we left there with them because that place was about to close, and they're like, "There's this place called the Phoenix that's around like a couple blocks down. It's like a little bar that like you can smoke outside of." And we go walk over to there, and they have like a little band playing like right by the window. So like we're like you're the drummer, I'm me, but there's just like a wall and window in between us. But that guy was crushing it. We were just chilling out there smoking cigars. That was a really good time.
Yeah.
But that steak was really good. And then the last food thing for Kansas City was then the last day I was there, Wednesday, we were done by 10 a.m. with all of our duties we were supposed to be doing at the conference, and then we were just on our own to go home however we were getting home. And I had, like, my flight didn't leave until, I wasn't supposed to leave until like 4 or 5 actually. Maybe it was 5 something. It was 5 something it was supposed to leave. And we were done at 10, so I had like all this time in the world to kill. So I went and hopped in an Uber and went to like the premier Kansas City barbecue place in Kansas City, like the most famous place. Joe's is what it's called. And I actually had to cross into Kansas to go there because that's on the Kansas side of Kansas City. Had that, and I mean, I was thinking about it. I was talking to Jerry. I was like, it was definitely the best barbecue I've had outside of Texas. But then again, I was like, I guess I haven't had barbecue much outside of Texas. Like, really thinking about it. Like, Jerry and I stopped in Kansas City, and we stopped at a Kansas City place one time, but I don't think I got the right thing there, and I didn't count that as a true representation of it. But went at this place, and I mean, the burnt ends were really, really good. It's still, I think, Franklin brisket is better than those burnt ends were, but
Franklin brisket doesn't count as it's its own thing.
I mean, kind of. I mean, all burnt ends are, or at least the ones they had. It was just the decal of the brisket just kind of cubed.
I know, but we always say like Franklin's is not like really barbecue. It's like its own category of food.
Well, any of the best briskets around here.
Probably don't compare anything to Franklin's. What I'm saying. That's too high, I think.
Okay, then anywhere in the Lockhart, the brisket was better. Blacks, Terry Blacks.
There you go.
Like, it's still, most local places around here were better than Joe's in Kansas City. Like, I got the ribs because they're supposed to be really famous for their ribs too, and I was underwhelmed. Like, they were good, but they weren't. I shouldn't know about those ribs from Texas.
Have you gotten the ribs from the ATV place?
Yeah. That's
pretty good.
Those are better than Joe's. And maybe I just got a not great portion of them.
The picture seemed real bleh.
Yeah. The mac and cheese was fire, though. But yeah, I'm glad I got the chance to go. I got a hat, so...
Thank you. You were wearing that today, weren't you?
No.
Okay.
I was wearing my Stag beer hat today.
Oh, okay.
But adding to my collection of barbecue joint hats, I now have quite a few, like 6 or 7. So that's cool.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I had. I just wanted to say those food things about Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And good food, great steak, pizza was pretty good, barbecue. I mean, for not being in Texas, but then that also made me think like, I probably want to take a few trips, just like barbecue trips, like go to the Carolinas to check out like Carolina barbecue. Uh, where else has like, who else is known for barbecue? I thought it's mostly just like Texas, Kansas City, and then Carolinas. Are like the main ones.
Does Georgia have a scene?
Nothing that like you would call it anything. I mean, I'm sure they have good barbecue there, but it's not like, I don't think it's a barbecue region that's like known like the Carolinas, Texas, or Kansas City.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe just the Carolinas I need to go to now to check out their barbecue.
Right.
But then also one of the guys from my work that was at the thing with me, he's from somewhere in the Carolinas.
Tennessee.
No.
No, I mean Tennessee has a scene.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because Stephanie's always trying to get us to do that, and she sent us the sauces and spices.
Okay. Yeah, I try that, but the guy that I work with, he's from some coastal town in one of the Carolinas that starts with a W. Yeah, maybe it's Wilmington. But he said that there's a huge difference between barbecue between North and South Carolina, which I had never heard that.
I knew that, yeah.
So I guess maybe a little trip.
I think South Carolina is what we think of as Carolina barbecue with like the mustard based.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Okay.
And I think he was saying that like North Carolina is more just normal kind of barbecue. But that'd be a fun trip.
When I was stationed at Augusta,
Mm-hmm.
it's like pretty far north Georgia. It's like really easy to get into South Carolina.
Yeah.
I'd be getting that South Carolina barbecue all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I could also. I mean, you could almost do a Tennessee and Carolina strip all in one, because this is also in this area right here, in between North Carolina and Tennessee, is one of those epic drives that I want to take.
Mm-hmm.
So I could maybe just do a whole trip around that at some point.
Word. I'm sure Nashville and Memphis think they have great barbecue.
I mean, I'm sure everybody thinks they have great barbecue, but I'll be very surprised if I ever go somewhere and I'm like, damn, I cannot find barbecue this good in Texas. Like, I'll be very surprised.
Yeah. I started a YouTube video last night that was like smoked oxtails. And I was like, oh, that looks good. But then the process to do it was like adding so much to it, where like you had to add tallow.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm not doing that.
I know that there's a few places around here that will sell like oxtails, like
Mm-hmm.
cook, like restaurants that serve it. And every time I've seen it, it's like so expensive.
Mm.
Like, say other things on their menu, $18, $19, $22, $23. Oxtail meal, $38 or something.
It's a shame.
So I guess it takes a whole lot to do. Like, they're not cheap at all.
It's supposed to be the part nobody wants. Keep appropriating these things.
Well, I think it's more just to the process. Like, I think it's very time intensive, labor intensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to do a lot of stuff to them to get them to where they're good.
Yeah.
And that's just like barbecue. Like, that's why barbecue is so expensive, because that's a big time is a huge piece of that. Yeah, we're late. I talked too much there at the end.
It's good stuff. The Majestic in Phoenix, that sounded like a good time. Good vibe.
Kansas City. Wait, what? Majestic in Phoenix?
Yeah, the restaurant and then the place we went to afterwards.
Oh, and the Phoenix. I thought you said the Majestic in Phoenix.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, I wasn't in Phoenix. And I was like, is there a Majestic in Phoenix? And I was like,
Yeah,
well,
and.
probably. There's probably a Majestic everywhere.
And.
Let's see if I can find, just real quick, any pictures of it. Majestic Restaurant, Kansas City.
Boom. Good looking bar. That guy's a ghost right there. That's the second from that. Yep.
This is the downstairs area. Like, this is you coming, like, the stairs are this way.
Yeah.
And, like, I came around this corner and I just saw this. And
It was all empty?
And it was dark, dimly lit. It was not this bright. And I was like, wow. And you can see it's like a rock wall right here.
Yeah.
Like, that's dug into the ground.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, I love that. Like, in the middle of the city, the old buildings.
It was a recommendation from an Uber driver.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
a local. But yeah, okay. We won't have one of these next week because I'll be out of the country, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And then won't have one the following week because I will still be out of the country. So maybe in 3 weeks there will be another one if I don't get COVID or something.
I know I'll be seeing my mom in person here at the end of the month for some birthday parties coming up.
Nice. Well, alrighty. Well, if you made it to the end, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends we're on the road to 30 subscribers. And we love you very much. Have a great one. We'll talk to you next time.
Love you guys. Bye.